Hello everyone and welcome back to Daily NDE Stories. I narrate people's stories, and as you would have guessed by the title, today is another interesting one. This is from Jonathan. He came back from death after being shot in his youth. He was in coma for a while, and during that time he experienced the magic of encountering God's another child, the heaven and the future. Jonathan usually sends me email about how he feels comfortable when he hears about other people's NDE. He also knows about my family, and I know about his. He is a great human. No wonder God chose him for the higher purpose. I would like you to narrate my story since I want my identity to be hidden, usually when anybody talks about experiences like this. Nobody believes them, and they instead think we're crazy. I feel so comfortable when I hear about other stories. It makes me feel that I am not the only one, and this feels like another home to me, to be honest, of people who share the experiences they go through and are there for each other. I don't talk about this to anyone except for this community. We all belong here together. We understand, Jonathan. We are glad that you are sharing this with us. We believe in your story. To the viewers, please comment your experience as well. I want you to know you are all safe to share it here. We are a community who believes in this and will explore and exchange our experiences together. Let's begin. It was the 6th of July 2013 when I was shot by my friend of my friend. Early life. I knew this friend of mine for 4 years. We went to the same tuition together for 2 years, and he lives pretty close to my home. Every day after school, we would meet at evening. My school life was very stressful. I didn't like going there. We had the same group of friends for colony and for tuition. I loved to hang out with him. He was perfect brother I could have asked for. We would play football together and then go to the tuition, and after our tuition, all of the boys used to hang out for half-hour and hour cycles near a spot daily to just talk about random shit of our lives. I would gladly accept that it was one of the best phases I've experienced in life. How it happened. I met one of his friends. I went to his home one day, and I found him playing video games with this guy. He had no video games, so he told me it was of his friend. He introduced me to him, and something I immediately felt off about him. He was from his school. Both of them were in different sections, though. I don't really know why I felt that when I saw him, but I just had that gut feeling that something's wrong with him. On that day, we played video games for a while. We didn't go to play football as we usually do, since he came today. I was like, okay, didn't think much of him. He started visiting us more frequently. Now he comes on alternate days and play video games. After a while, I decided to stop playing video games, as I personally didn't like the guy's vibe, and I also was a sports lover, so I missed football. If I was to compare, football has much more advantage as we stay fit, find a healthy community, and mentally feels good too, while I hated that we would just sit in front of the screen all the time. Slowly, me and my friend stopped frequent meetings during evenings. Only during tuition, we would see each other. Even after tuition, he wouldn't wait with us. When I would sit with him, I slowly started to notice that he was becoming more and more arrogant about petty little things. Now I had a very calm personality, so I would try my best to calm him down. Even the things he used to babble about weren't worth it either. I would visit him once a week often, and this one day when I went to his house, I saw both of them fighting each other. They were shouting each other. His parents weren't home, so it was only the three of us. I tried to calm them down, but they won't listen. I was sure this was not about alcohol or any drugs. I assured it myself that he is not up to something like that. But the moment I got terrified was when, out of rage, the guy took a gun out of his pocket. I was already too late to the scene to ask about the reason it came to this, and given the environment first, I had to calm them down. My friend kept telling me to go away from him, and while he pointed his gun to my friend got really scared, but then he gave a very crooked smile and pointed his gun to me instead, and next thing I know, I was shot multiple times on my chest continuously. God's child. I wake up to a very quiet place. This place feels insanely calm. My heart has never felt so calm and peaceful in my entire life. I hear a manly voice, "Welcome to heaven, my son." I couldn't believe it. I had multiple questions in my mind, and he says, "I know, this is all real. I am a son of God just like you, here to help you through the gates of heaven. Our God has sent me here to care of you since he was not able to be present here. He misses to meet you and sends me here to tell you that he is very delighted by your presence at heaven. He wants you to spend your time fruitfully while you are here. This is your place. Everyone is yours here, son. My child will show you your purpose that I've decided for you. I'm sure you will help us all by fulfilling it. Everyone around you here is equally delighted to have you as I am. Welcome to heaven, my child. Heaven. I asked him what happens in heaven now that I'm here. He says, everything you can think of happens here. Your purpose doesn't stop at Earth. Your life at Earth was just a part of it. Right now it's your destiny to foresee the future. I was very confused but much fulfilled at the same time. He then told me to rest at the gate and close my eyes. The future. The moment I woke up, I realized I was in the future. I couldn't believe the way world was looking. I saw my friend and his friend playing together with me happily. He was totally healed and in a better mental state than his current situation. I was looking confident in myself. There was so much similar than what we have predicted about it, and so much we thought wasn't there. I could see few robots around the streets to help out the civilians. There was very few trees present, which worried me. Later in the future, I saw that environment really takes a turn. Climate change takes a rise, and everywhere we had oxygen zones for people to rest. Countries like USA and China were on a fight to get more plantation lands. India was also in trouble, but due to it being an agricultural land and village areas being green, it was able to take care of its own. Soon it could be world war in fight of land for industries. The world decided to remove some industries, and every country was on the bet to take most parts they can. It was going to cause so much chaos. All the countries rich in greenery implemented migration laws for foreign people to intervene. Maldives was gone at this point, and I was very sad, because I wanted to go there at least once in my life. Water levels were rising up. The ocean was on a cleanup campaign. That was very impressive, to be honest. Inter-country politics rose up while Russia-Ukraine war stopped in 2024. Everything went quiet for a while until petrol was over, and all the oil states were having trouble. America cut ties and didn't keep connections with them and was rooting for connections with greener countries. The oil countries filed a case and threatened USA at the World Court. China took advantage and took oil countries' side. While Pakistan went with America, India chose to stay neutral in this case, as it had great relations on both the sides. I was very eager to see the greener countries' position. They didn't take part in any of this as usual. They also reinstated that they have no interest in playing games with any countries. They just have a simple policy, that is, nobody shall do any sort of damage or deforestation or any hurt to their environment in the name of development or any other purposes. I think it was very amazing of them. And to those of you who don't believe all of this, just wait until the future arrives. In the between, a heated argument arose between world countries when North Korea instated nuclear bomb trials again. Almost everyone was threatened by North Korea and their circumstances because everyone will have to face it. America, being America, was going head-to-head again with North Korea on the subject. I wish I could see what happens later. My purpose. I was pulled back by the time I saw what was going on in 2060. I was told that there is a solution to all of this. Only very few people can trigger that line. But that won't be you. Your destiny right now is to go back to Earth and find the people of similar cause. They will guide you further. For now, you can rest in heaven for 6 hours until your journey begins again. I honestly believe there is no better place than heaven. I saw a lot of people and a lot of gates. Some people joining in a ceremony, some just casually lying in the grass, while others were dancing and singing, some of them praying. I wanted you to narrate since I know you can truly understand this as a possibility and believe in it. I stayed comfortably in heaven and then arrived at the hospital again only to see everything was fine. My friend told me he advised the guy to take some therapy and sent him away, and I was being saved by the doctors in just 2 hours. I wish I could tell him how many hours I just spent in heaven, but I was abide by the laws to not tell the people I know about the experience I went through. Well, until I found you. Thank you, Jonathan. If you enjoyed listening to Jonathan experience, please give us a like and subscribe for listening to more people's near-death experiences. You are free and safe to share your experiences as well. Drop it in the comments and let me know what happened in your life and help others in our community. Thank you so much for listening.